Be sure to check the timestamps in the description to easily navigate the video. And welcome back to Lycan Studios. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day. So I do apologize, I wasn't able to record with my camera an intro like I usually do. It's pretty dark and I have to work, so this is actually going up the next day. But anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at 15 different theories for Game of Thrones Season 8. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Since there are 15 theories that we're going to be covering today, we're not going to be able to go too in-depth with them. So if you guys would like to see a future video talking about specific theories, definitely let me know what you would like to see. But anyways, with that being said, let's move on to the channel shout out. Today we have Eric Womack. Thank you so much, man. You're always liking, commenting. You've been here since the beginning, and I just wanted to say I really appreciate it. Everybody definitely say, Eric, you're awesome. But without further ado, let's jump into these 15 theories. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you do enjoy these videos. It helps out the channel a lot. We're going to try to get this one back up to 150, so let's see what you guys can do. So coming in at number 15, we have that the Night King will attack King's Landing first, not the North. Now, this is actually a pretty popular theory, but it stems from some DVD commentary from Season 7. It says that according to showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, they have requested that the King's Landing map room should be an exterior location in Season 8. No one knows why at the moment, but there's a theory going around that the set will be used to show Viserion flying over the castle as a sudden reveal that the Night King's attack has started. Of course, the widely accepted theory is that the Night King will attack the North first with his undead army. But, and this is a big but, now that he has the undead Viserion at his beck and call, the strategic choice might be to use the Whites to distract Jon Snow's army in the snowy north while he attacks Westeros' capital alone. Like his scaled brothers, Viserion is capable of widespread devastation, so the Night King could take to King's Landing entirely on his own. Or maybe he just wants to reduce it to ash. Cersei probably won't be pleased with either outcome. I think with all of the news that we've seen over the last couple weeks, I'm not too sure if this is really one of those theories that I could definitely say will happen. I think there's still a possibility, but I think it's kind of unlikely. What do you guys think? So for number 14, we have another one that a lot of people think will actually happen. They say that Cersei will be betrayed by the Iron Bank. What this means, the theory goes that while Cersei's payment for her debt to the Iron Bank could lead to more borrowing from them, it could also allow the Iron Bank to sever ties with the Lannisters and back Daenerys, who was the most likely victor of the war in Season 7. The Iron Bank places bets, and it likes to bet on the winners. In this case, Dany is the clear favorite, but the Iron Bank couldn't offer her borrowing without first being paid the massive amount of cash owed to them by Cersei and her family. Now that they have their gold, it's a good bet that they'll switch sides to try and get a safer investment with Dany. Tywin Lannister deliberately stayed in debt to the Iron Bank because he knew that they'd back him in order to one day reclaim their investment. But now that Cersei is paid up, they no longer need to have any kind of patience with her. This one is definitely interesting, especially with the Golden Company on their way. It's really crazy to think what could happen. So next up, we actually have one that is kind of popular, a little bit more popular than I really thought it would be because it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty tinfoilish. But anyways, number 13 is that Varys is actually a merman. That's right, it says that this means everything. This is probably the most spectacular that whoever's reading this has actually heard. According to Nerdist, what Varys wants is simple. He is a merman and he wants to free his fellow mere people. Mere people? I don't know. But you heard that right. And not just any merman, but a member of the merling species, which exists in A Song of Ice and Fire. The biggest hook, get it, for this theory is the speed in which Varys traveled from Dorne to Dany's ship. While the showrunners have chalked it up to pacing, others have loosely speculated that it's because Varys actually has a tail. There's even the belief that Dany's dragons can melt the ice in the north so much that the entire Seven Kingdoms will turn into a giant ocean, leaving only Merlings, or Merlings, I guess, I don't know, and Littlefinger because that dude will never die. Heck, Season 7 has repeatedly suggested Varys has a big secret to reveal, so perhaps it's a fin tail and an uncanny taste for salty fish. That's absolutely insane. I'll tell you right now, if Varys ends up being a merman, I will do some kind of crazy challenge. I'll do like the cinnamon challenge or something just completely I'll do the dumbest thing that I can think of and put it on the internet. So coming back down to reality, we have number 12, that the Night King is a Stark. This gives a whole new meaning to there must always be a Stark in Winterfell. The long night ended with the battle for the Dawn, where dragonglass was used against the White Walkers, but some think that it's unlikely that such a massive force was defeated by arrows. After all, White Walkers can raise the dead, which means almost endless foot soldiers. Instead, fans theorize it was ended with a pact, that the North would belong to men as long as there was a Stark in Winterfell. The The Starks are an ancient line, so this is entirely plausible, and we've seen in Season 5 how White Walkers can transform babies into blue-eyed versions of themselves. Maybe before the battle for the Dawn, they captured a Stark child and turned it into a White Walker in an effort to emotionally blackmail the Starks to stop fighting. The baby would have inherited the Night King title and struck a deal that would stay away from Winterfell as long as the Starks lived there. Now, I honestly think there has to be something to do with the crypts at Winterfell and there always being a Stark at Winterfell and the Night King. I think it's going to play out and it's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm not too sure if this is how it's going to go down, but you never know. I like this theory. So for number 11, we have that Daenerys, Tyrion, and Jon are going to ride dragons. It says that you'll know the Targaryen sigil by now, a red three-headed dragon. It won't seem so odd that when Dany went into the House of Undying, she saw a vision of her dead brother, Rhaegar, saying that the dragon has 3 heads. However, the prophecy haunts her, and in the books, Jorah Mormont eventually relents and explains that the Targaryens originally conquered Westeros with 3 dragons and 3 dragon riders, explaining that the 3 heads refers to the riders of Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal. But if Daenerys is one, who are the other 2? Seeing that R+L=J has been confirmed, people are thinking that the 3 riders will have Targaryen blood: Jon, Daenerys, and Tyrion. Yes, really. Right before Tywin's death at Tyrion's hands, he mutters, "You are no son of mine," leading some to suspect that his wife Joanna had an affair with Aerys II. Tyrion is their child, leading him to have Valyrian blood and being the perfect third candidate for a dragon rider. As for Jon, Drogon was getting awfully friendly with him in episode 5. Here's where things get really interesting. Bran gets told by the three-eyed crow, "You will never walk again, but you will fly." Could this mean he'll be able to warg or ride into a dragon? While it could simply refer to him warging into a crow, the scalar possibility is far more exciting. Only real problem, there are 2 living dragons left, so pinch of salt. And that's pretty much where it got me. That's what I was thinking. There's really only 2 dragons left, so I don't really see how Tyrion being a dragon is really going to, play into it. And there was also something about how when they would have had an affair, it would have actually been their first kids, not Tyrion. But something that always kind of struck me a little bit odd is how well that the dragons actually like Tyrion. He went in and freed him from their chains. They didn't even try to eat him or anything like that. So number 10 is that Sam Tarly has exposed a conspiracy of Maesters. It says during his time at the Citadel, Sam pleaded with the Archmaester to help him fight the White Walker invasion. However, despite admitting that he believed Sam, the Archmaester refused to act, even belittling Sam in a meeting when the Raven arrived from Winterfell in Season 7, Episode 5. It could just be that the Maesters are stubborn old fools refusing to face impending disaster. After all, they've weathered countless wars and catastrophes. However, the Maester Conspiracy theory suggests that they're in league with Cersei, who has paid them to help her win the PR war against Daenerys. After all, the common people will do as the Maesters tell them, so while they don't fight, they are a powerful ally. Another branch to that theory suggests that the Maesters have an agenda to deny all magic in the world of Westeros, promoting fact and history over the unexplained. The existence of dragons and White Walkers would threaten this worldview, so the Archmaester will never publicly admit the existence of either, which is why Sam has finally left. I honestly do not feel like the Maesters are going to come back into the story, but I do know it was getting really crazy in the books, and I haven't really read it, so I don't really want to add too much more input to that. At number 9, we have the wedding of ice and fire. It says snow and fire, black and blonde, cute and cuter. Yes, people have been shipping Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen since basically the beginning of the series, and for good reason. They're both attractive and awesome and cool, and they'd make super cute babies. Overall, an alliance between these two is a smart idea. She's the Dragon Queen, and he's the newly crowned King of the North. No one would be able to stop them. At the end of Season 7, Jon has definitely bent the knee as their steamy night on the boat, and his letter to Sansa proved. Sure, they might be related, but that's kind of been the Targaryen MO for a long time. In the end, these two are almost definitely going to team up, not only to stop Cersei in her reign of insanity, but also to put an end to the White Walker invasion that's coming, because winter and all that. I think everybody kind of knows that this one's coming. I hate to do this to you guys, but I think I'm going to end up doing part 2 tomorrow with 1 through 8. I know a lot of you guys are probably going to hate me for that, but I do need something to upload tomorrow, as well as I don't want this video running way over 10 minutes. Try not to hate me too bad. I'll still leave the article link in the description below, so if you would like to see 1 through 8, definitely just click on it and check them out yourself, but if not, definitely make sure to check back tomorrow and we'll go over them. You know what? Even if you read them, come back tomorrow. But anyways, this is Lycan Studios. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button if you made it all the way through, and yeah, we'll see you in that next one. Peace.